Should you stop it if he's doing a new video?
I don't like you recording over. Hey, the battery died.
It ain't recording?
Talk easy.
It's on.
You see a red light?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean battery did.
Man,
Are you rolling?
he's not. The audio guy is really needs to be fired.
Cause you playing.
Hey man, fire.
Yeah, that lens sucks.
You ready? What's your name?
My name is Kysa Siovan.
Alright, where are you from?
Born and raised in Nashville, Tennessee. Should I be looking this far over?
Is it
Fine.
How my hair look?
Nappy?
On the right side, it's a little piece in the back.
I was a music major. I'm also a singer, and I eventually changed my major to English writing and video production. I've always been very creative, and I've always been a storyteller. I've always been interested in the entertainment business. So I wanted to study video production so I would know what goes on behind the scenes as far as working the camera and the audio, and I studied script writing as well. I've been acting since first or second grade, and I've always loved performing. I didn't start really acting professionally until about 7 years ago. And I started being more serious about it because I went through a really bad breakup and I needed an outlet. I needed something to take my mind off of it. So I decided to focus my energy in acting. I had been acting, and I had a couple of small roles in independent films, and I really wasn't getting auditions for those roles that I really could dive into. I wrote a script and I gave it to a friend of mine, and she read it and she was like, "You need to put this on TV." And I was like, "Well, I don't have the resources to put this on TV." And she said, "Well, put it on YouTube." And I was like, okay. So from there, I started to develop what is now Stirred Not Shaken.
Can you name the main characters and their real names?
Can I name them? Or will you?
Will you name?
The Stirred Not Shaken, the main characters are Kim, Jackie, and Chris. Chris is played by Cortez Lee. I met Cortez at one of the very first auditions that I went on when I decided to pursue acting. And it was at TSU. It was for some film that I don't remember. Neither one of us got a part. And I went into the waiting room, and there was like about 30 or 40 people. He was the only one that spoke to me. Like, yeah, this is my first audition. He was like, don't worry about it. You'll be okay, And I never forgot that. When I had auditions for Stirred Not Shaken, I was like, "Do you remember me?" He was like, "Yeah, I remember you." And so he read for the part of Chris, and I was like, "You got it." And I was like, "So you're gonna have to be my best friend." He was like, "For sure." And so ever since then, we've been real cool. Jackie, originally, she was played by a different actress. She wasn't an actress. I cast her as that role because I felt that she was a natural. And because she's not an actress, she decided to step away. So I decided to cast Mary as Jackie. Originally, I wanted Mary to play the part of Alicia, which is played by Tamiko Robinson. But I went to Mary and asked her if she would be interested in playing Jackie, and she was like, "Yeah." So it worked out perfectly.
So, who is Kim?
I play Kimberly Owens, and I wanted the character that I played to have the same initials as I do, and she's what I call whimsical. She's a free spirit. She's a little flighty, but she's coming into her womanhood, and I think this season people will see that progression. A lot of you put me on the spot. How can I answer that without sounding like a bitch?
I mean, don't.
Back in 2009, 2010, I first started with the web series. A lot of people came to me and they were like, yeah, we wanted to do something like that, but we didn't know how to get started. Well, I really didn't know how to get started either. I just did it. I think that's something that you either love or hate about me. I'm just gonna do it. So, like a lot of women, I have had my share of bad breakups and heartache, and I am single. I've never been married, but unfortunately I have friends who have gone through, infidelity and gone through a love triangle. I've seen where, a guy friend is in love with someone who has a drinking problem or who is on drugs, and it's not pretty. And my inspiration for writing is that these are stories that need to be told, because these are stories that real people go through every day. The viewership for Stirred Not Shaken has grown considerably. Our viewership is organic. We have organic views. They're not paid for. They're not fake. They're not bots or anything like that. There are real people that tune in to watch the show, and those people share it with their friends. This season is different because I decided to take complete creative control over the show. Previously, I was, getting advice from this person, getting input from this other person, and when it came down to it, it had my name on it, and I was the one that was doing the lead work. So I basically started from scratch, and I wrote a story because I'm a storyteller at heart, and I've always wanted to be a part of a soap opera. So I decided to change the format and make it an urban soap opera. Visually, when you look at it visually, it's not crisp, it's not vivid, it's not colorful. It's kind of dark and has like a gloomy look to it because of the subject matter. And I think that I believe that it's more successful than it has been previously because, I'm passionate about it. I put everything into it. When people watch the show, or, the pictures that I post, or even the logo design, that's a part of me. You're not just seeing Stirred Not Shaken, you're seeing a part or an extension of Kysa Siovan. It's a story. And unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it, the story will have an end. I always said that I would do this season, and then the next season would be the last season. That would be it. But, if Tyler Perry likes it and he wants to develop it, then I'll keep going.